He was an emergency medical technician on an ambulance wondering what to do next. He volunteered for the Peace Corps and met a supervisor who thought he might make a good teacher. So Aaron Reedy, our next winner, redirected his passion for biology into a passion for teaching biology. He brings a hands-on approach to learning in his classroom at Thomas Kelly High School on Chicago's southwest side.
Do you see any marks appearing that distinguish any one from the others?
Because biology is the study of life and everyone is a living being themselves, you just really have to present your subject as the interesting matter that it is and just kind of get out of the way and let it be the star. I definitely do see myself as a scientist as well as a teacher. I'm actively involved in research in the summer.
What I did is I got into this boat in St. Louis, Missouri, and I paddled it 1,000 miles to New Orleans, Louisiana. For every day.
I try to bring back artifacts as well as photos.
Right here in this seat for 8 to 10 hours.
When you start exposing your students to professional scientists working in the field, and it allows you to do things that aren't happening in a lot of high school science classrooms.
And the two elements that I was most interested in looking at on the Mississippi River were nitrates and phosphates.
It's more fun to deal with science that you're holding in your hands than to deal with science that you're reading about. Recording data from a living animal is a little bit different. It wiggles.
Although he's now acting feisty. You got him? He's yours.
From Thomas Kelly High School in Chicago, Aaron Reedy. Presenting his award is Michelle Cruz.
I must say that before I met Mr. Reedy, I hated anything that had to do with science. However, after being in his biology class as a sophomore and later being in his zoology class as a senior and learning so much from him, I realized that I am interested in science. I admire his talent for teaching as well as his incredible ability to get even the most reluctant student hooked on science. Last summer, Mr. Reedy made it possible for me to spend 2 weeks studying in reptiles in the field with a team of top biologists. I am now confident that I want to continue to study animals in college and become a veterinarian. Thank you, Mr. Reedy, for being an outstanding teacher and a great inspiration to me.
You're great.
Thank you. I got to tell you guys, it really feels great to win an award like this, because just being recognized for something that you put so much effort into is one of the greatest things in the world. And however, it's also a little bit humbling because I know that a quality education takes so much more than just one teacher. It takes a supportive community. It takes supportive parents. It takes adequate funding and resources. It takes good leadership. And most of all, it takes many great teachers that are passionate about what they teach and passionate about working together as a team to create great schools. As an educator, I'm really happy to be a small part of something good. I would like to accept this award on behalf of all the great teachers that I've had in the past, on behalf of all the students who make my job worthwhile, and on behalf of all the great teachers I work with in the Chicago Public Schools. Thank you.